What's up, everybody? Hope you guys all had a good Memorial Day weekend. I'm going for a little neighborhood ride. I don't have any gear on other than my helmet. I'm actually going to deliver something to a neighbor. They came up the other day and left something at the house. So it's kind of a good excuse for me to get on the bike. Beautiful today in Omaha. A beautiful day today. It was like 85. It's kind of hot. And what's really funny is now it's not as much. So those guys totally wanted me to wheelie. A, I can't wheelie in this thing because I'm old and don't know how to wheelie. And B, I'm delivering this little bibby thing for this little boy who came over. So we'll see if they're home. I'm always nervous when I'm delivering stuff. I'm actually afraid that I'm gonna knock over or wake up the little boy that lives here. So we'll see if they're around. They told me to ring the doorbell. They have a big dog too. Hey!
Good looking.
How you doing?
Thanks. Good.
Here's the goods.
Dude, thanks. Dude, look at that thing.
That's my little rascal.
Dude, that thing is awesome. Actually.
That's just my little bike, my little 125.
Really?
It only has like 9 horsepower.
Seriously?
It goes like 65. Sometimes I can get it going 70, but I'm, need to shed some lbs.
So are you still riding the other one?
Yeah, every now and then. This is just this thing gets over 100 miles a gallon. I've taken it to work quite a few times.
Okay, yeah.
It's real easy, tiny. I did a little bit of modifications on it to get rid of some of the air emission stuff and make it breathe better to pick up a couple more horse.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can I sit on it?
Yeah. They're not. They're real easy to. Well, especially you're taller than I am.
Wow, I mean, it's a good looking bike too.
Yeah, it looks like a little Ducati mini monster.
Yeah, it does. That's sweet.
It's fully, it's fully shifting. You got a clutch. You got 4 speeds.
Yep.
It's got a good headlight, good brake lights. It stops on a dime.
Nice.
It's really fun. Gives a newer rider like me confidence.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, you should hear it. It sounds pretty good for a little buddy.
Oh shoot! Yeah, it does.
You like that? That's because it has an aftermarket exhaust.
I see that. That looks pretty good, actually. God, that's a sweet looking bike.
You gotta ask for Shell about my YouTube channel. You might make the next video because I've got a camera right here.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay,
So,
sounds good.
all right.
All right. Thanks,
All right.
Justin.
I'm gonna go stalk some other coworkers now.
All right, sounds good.
See ya. Me saying I'm going to stalk other coworkers is actually not that big of a stretch. I found out just out of happenstance that we have 2 or 3 new people that started at the job that I work at, or the company I work at, and I found out that they live in my neighborhood or in neighborhoods close by. So I was just at a coworker's house there. I always go by another coworker's house, and there's a running joke that I always stalk her, though her husband's pretty cool. Maybe not necessarily with me stalking, but he's just a cool guy. He's kind of laid back. It's a joke. I don't really stalk her. I just happen to go by her house a lot because it's kind of on the way. out to a main road through the neighborhood on the way back. Well, there's another gal who just started in our marketing department, and she lives in this neighborhood here that I'm in, and she knows what this bike looks like. I know what her car looks like. So theoretically, this is borderline stalking. I have no idea where she lives, but if I saw her car, I'd recognize it. I think it's blue. But yeah, there's a good chance it's probably in a garage, because a lot of these, starting off in second. This bike does not like that. So she gave me a general vicinity of where she is, and I know it's by the park, which is right near the park that I always go to. People look at me on this bike, I think, with either amusement or disgust. It's funny how that works. So this is the park to the left, and she said her street backs up to it. I know it's... Actually, I don't know what street this is. I'm gonna have to look. What would be really creepy is if she caught me driving around on this bike, just ripping up and down the streets. That would be bad. I do run into her at work. We kind of have a smaller company. All right, sorry about that. I just shut my visor, my wind visor. I realized it was kind of... another thing you guys are going to notice... Oh, nice turn there, Justin. Another thing you guys are going to notice is that there's a speck showing up on the screen. And no, it's not a dirty spot on your phone or your computer screen. It's the latest little thing that came up with the Cena that I don't like. I have taken this lens cover off. I've used air, like the dusting air type stuff. I've wiped it with Windex. I've cleaned it really well, and I cannot get this little speck off. And there are times when I'm filming, like I filmed some fireworks with it, and notice that speck disappears when certain bright lights happen. So I'm going to say that it's an internal thing with the lens. So I haven't had the Cena Prism tube more than a month and a half, maybe 2 months at the most. No, probably a month and a half. And it's already developed a little spot in the middle. I tried telling myself, oh, no big deal. I uploaded that last video of me going to the lake and going through that standing water. And I'm telling you, all I can look at, or all I can see, is that little spot in the middle of the screen. So, I know there's another guy down in Louisiana, Cajun Kevin. He had some issues with his Cena Prism tube as well, but his was much more deeper issues. I don't think his was even recording right, and I don't know if... So I think he finally was able just to return it. So I'm stuck in a quandary here. I might have to return my Prism tube, which means if I want to continue doing any type of videos for you guys, all whopping 96 of my subscribers, and I say that completely tongue-in-cheek, I would have to switch to a phone, which isn't going to be good holding a phone out there and writing. Or, here's the crazy thing, and I hope my wife doesn't hear this part. She doesn't watch my videos, so I'm kind of safe anyways. The crazy part is I'm thinking about just buying a new one. They're not very much money, and if I ordered one now, I would have it at the house in a couple of days, and then I would take this one with the spot and turn it in to Amazon and have them credit me. Alright, that's actually the second time that this thing has gone into neutral as I've gone down to 1. There's times where you can't even find neutral on this bike. And now, as luck would have it, I go down to 1. So, I don't know if you guys can tell based on the shadow or not, but I'm not wearing gear, and it's not good. because I'm out on the main road, and yeah. So the fact that I'm not wearing gear is not a good thing. I just have a t-shirt and a helmet. Also went by a cop there. I think I was going about 45. I don't know if he's turned around or not, but he may have. Anyways, I wasn't planning on really driving around. I was just going to go through the neighborhood. And people on an apartment. So, for all of you wondering, I'm not planning on buying a second prism tube and just keeping this, the junky one. I'm planning on, in hopes of not having an interruption, what I'm planning on doing is getting another one, and then in the meantime taking it up with Amazon. I just don't want Amazon saying to me, sure, send it in, they'll take a look at it and determine if it needs to be fixed or replaced. I mean, by the time I send that thing in, and by the time issues potentially get worked out and I get it back, it could be 2-3 weeks, and that's being really optimistic. I think it might not be. I think it's going to be more than that. So it'd be one thing if it was a $400 or $500 GoPro, or even $300, but these prism tubes are like $119. And hey, I'll get another mount out of the deal, so I can put one on my other helmet, which is a lot more comfortable. I think maybe what I'll do in the meantime as well is upload a video using my camera phone, showing you the two different helmets that I wear and how I've got this one kind of mounted in. So, police officer, Corvette. Hello. So anyways, I've got two helmets. One's kind of an open face. They're both made by LS2. I don't know if anything about helmets, like if an LS2's, it was just at the local shop. So I don't know. Some of you guys say LS2s are pieces of junk. I'm probably not going to say much because I don't know if they are or not. But the price was right. So, anyways, there's that park. Okay. Well, I think I've probably gone about 10 minutes on my video, maybe a little longer. That's usually about the amount of time that I like to record for. Then I run out of things to say. Anyways, as of today, I noticed I had 96 subscribers, and I really do appreciate you guys subscribing. I know my channel is nothing compared to a lot of the channels out there that are these guys that are much more adept at technology and editing, and MaxiPad Moto, who I've yet to meet, his videos make mine look like a black and white film. And so anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you later. Hey, by the way, if my next video I don't have a little blotchy black spot, then you know definitively that I ended up getting a different camera. Alright, we'll talk to you later.